These are my homemade wood gas camp stoves. I'm going to make a little video so you can see what the inside of them look like. Okay, this is my micro mini stove. It's made with a 15-ounce ranch style bean can for the outside, and the inside can is a 6-ounce Texan pink grapefruit can, and I've used a 1/4-inch hardware cloth to make the pot stand. Okay, here's my micro mini stove taken apart. The outer can's got 13 3/8-inch holes around the base for vents. The inner can has 26 3/32-inch holes for jets around the top, just below where it's mounted in the lid of the 15-ounce can. Around the base of the inner can, I've got 13 5/16-inch holes for vents, and then on the bottom I got 22 1/4-inch holes. And I've cut a bunch of little slits around the edge of the lid so that when I popped it over the inner can, it's slightly spring-loaded in place. The hole is slightly smaller than the diameter of this can. It fits in nice and tight. You load this with hardwood, you get you a nice long burn, enough to boil up 16 ounces of water. Okay, this is my mini wood gas stove, and it's made from a 31-ounce Van Camp's pork and beans can for the outside, and the inside can is a 15-ounce Green Giant asparagus spears can. Okay, here's my mini wood gas stove taken apart. The outer can has 8 1/2-inch holes around the base. The inner can has 8 1/2-inch holes around the top, the pot stand part, and just below the lid from the outer can I got 12 9/32-inch holes for jets. And around the base got 8 1/2-inch holes. They basically match up with these when it's in it. And then on the bottom I've got 9 1/4-inch holes in the center, and I got 8 9/32-inch holes around the outer edge for ventilation. Load this stove up with some hardwood, and you'll be able to boil a quart of water pretty quick, about 10 minutes. Okay, this is my homemade wood gas camp stove, and the outer can on this one is a 46-ounce Big Tex juice can. The inner can's a 28-ounce ranch style beans can, and the pot standoff is the top can on a La Choy chicken teriyaki 2-can set, and this is a 14-ounce can. Okay, this is my homemade wood gas camp stove. The outer can has 10 9/16-inch vent holes around the base. As you can see, it was spray painted with a liner at one time, which is almost burned out. The inner can has 19 1/4-inch jet holes just below where I have it mounted in the lid of the juice can. It's got 10 1/2-inch holes around the base for vents, and it's got 25 1/4-inch holes in the bottom for vents. The pot standoff has 9 1/2-inch holes around the top, 9 1/2-inch holes around the bottom, and then in the center it's got a little fuel adding hole, which is 2 1/8 by 1 1/8. And when this stove is fully loaded with hardwood to just below the jets, you get about 32 minutes to 37 minutes of burn time. If you need some extra burn time, you can just toss in some additional fuel in a little fuel hole. Okay, this is my very first wood gas camp stove I ever made, and it's made with a 46-ounce Big Tex juice can for the outer can, and the inner can is a 26-ounce Wolf brand chili can, And the pot standoff is a Dinty chicken and dumplings, and it's a 24-ounce can. Okay, there's this stove taken apart. The outer can has 12 half-inch holes around the base, and they're not spaced evenly, but that's because I made this one with no templates. I just drilled holes. On the inner can, I've got 13 5/16 inch holes for jets, and then around the base I've got 6 5/16 inch holes for vents, and then on the bottom I've got 19 5/16 inch holes for vents. And you can kind of see how I've got it mounted in the lid. Just cut slits so that the hole in the lid was slightly smaller than the diameter of this can, and when this can is popped through the lid, all these slits kind of spring load and compress the can in place, almost a compression fitting. And the pot standoff, it's got 12 half-inch holes around the top, 12 half-inch holes around the bottom, and the fuel hole in the middle is 2 3/8 by 1 5/16. This pot stand is fairly tall, so it pulls a really good draft, and it will get your water boiling really quickly. But with it pulling that much draft, it'll go through fuel faster, so you'll need to be dropping some fuel in occasionally. This will get about a 30 to 35 minute burn filled to just below the jets with hardwood. You need longer than that, you just continually add more fuel. Okay, there's one more important thing you need to take note of. The bottom of the insert can needs to be well off the bottom of the outer can. As you can see with this one, it's just above the top of the vent, which is perfect. If the bottom of the insert can is too close to the bottom of the outer can, you're not going to be getting enough oxygen to your fire. You're going to wind up with smoke, and then you're going to have soot on the bottom of your pots. These are the tools I use to make my wood gas stoves: a drill, a pair of tin snips, safety can opener, measuring tape. I used a scratch awl as a punch, and I like to use these unibits. They're the best drill bits for drilling holes in tin cans and sheet metal. You can use a regular drill bit, but these will drill a much cleaner hole. And at each drill site, you probably want to use a drop of light oil, and don't forget to wear your safety goggles while you're drilling.